Well, found me a camping spot. First time since the first night I left. Stayed at Airbnb. My boy Solon, he just doesn't like to camp, man. He likes to think about camping and imagine himself camping, but when it comes to freaking camping, he's just not into it. Got me a free campsite here. The Nantahala is that way. The Dragon is that way. I'm real close, very centralized location. I think I may hang here a few days. I think it's supposed to rain Thursday, I think, 50% chance. Man, this is just a really good place to hang out. I need to relax. I need to unwind. Being in town, I just need to be in nature, and I'm not sure Solon was getting that, but he's gone back now, and I've got the woods to myself mostly. This is a pretty good spot. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of free camping like this. It's dispersed camping, but it also says only in designated spots, and it's kind of hard to tell because there's a sign up here at the top of the, see that little sign, numbered. It's got stairs, it's got a little fire pit, it's kind of nice. And of course I got all my shit spread out. I'm gonna do some light laundry real quick because I don't have I didn't bring socks. I brought t-shirts. For some reason I wadded up some thick camping socks to sleep in, and I thought I pulled out some underwear and some other socks to ride in and, you know, get sweaty, but I've got basically one pair of riding socks and one pair of skivvies, so I'm gonna wash those just in case I can't find any close by, and then I should be okay. Let's talk about dispersed camping real quick. This is a dispersed camping camp spot. It has a numbered and lettered sign in front of it, and I think what the Forest Service is trying to do here is limit the impact of people just camping on the side of the road. That's probably why they put these spots here, because they could see people were turning out and ruining the grass, so they brought in some gravel maybe to stabilize the platform, and also made a nice tent spot down here, and a little fire pit to keep people from burning down the woods. So as far as my experience across the United States, dispersed camping is not this nice. Most of the dispersed camping I've seen is just, it's a dirt road through the forest. I believe every national forest I've ever visited has some dispersed camping, and typically has a campground or 2 or 10. There are 2 campgrounds on the way to this next highway here, and I think there's 3 this way, paid campgrounds, but there's several dispersed camping sites on this road because it's right next to the river, and not everybody likes to be in a campground like me. I hate campgrounds. I hate having to be next to people that are rude and don't care about other people, and you know, they're there to have fun and drink beer and make noise, and that doesn't always suit my style of camping. There's no real advantage to me in a typical Forest Service campground. There's no advantage in a campground over a spot like this. So this is dispersed, but it's very developed as far as a camp spot. It's very developed. You just don't have a porta potty, and there's no water. But other than that, this is a great spot. Not a whole lot of traffic in here, and that'll change as spring moves into summer. There'll be a lot more traffic in here, and more than likely, you're not going to be able to get these spots in the summer. I've been through here in the summer, and every stinking one of these sites is taken. And there's a 14-day limit in a 30-day period. So you have to be gone in 14 days. You can only stay in this camp spot for 14 days in any 30-day period. But that means people take advantage of that too. They go, we got 14 days, let's go hang out. Let's have our vacation right here on this spot, which is cool. It doesn't cost anything, but this is I would say this is a fairly unique example of dispersed camping. That's really nice. It's really nice. I mean, there's a little path down to the creek, down to the river down here too. So this is really nice. Other than the biting flies, this is a really nice spot. Well, let's go down the road here. Well, the sun's still going down. might save my life. Oh. $20. Single size. Oh shit, looks like they got power and water. Oh, that's just a post. Gotta be careful going past these little gates. Fall off the marina like the old dude did. Damn it, this is not it. This is totally it. That's totally my site from like 2018, 2019. Totally. On my hammock in between those trees right there. And I got a good video of me rolling out. Put the camera on a tripod. That's the way I rolled out. When I get internet again, I'm going to search the Nantahala for dispersed camping just to see where it's at. I know that they're not going to have any dispersed roadside, creekside camping. The problem I have with motorcycle camping is every time I stop, my motorcycle luggage explodes all over my campsite. And it's kind of embarrassing, you know, because it's like, man, why can't I have a nice, pretty campsite that's nice and organized? Well, because I've got so much stuff. I've got so much stuff, and it's packed into each individual little box and case and bag, and to be able to access it, I got to pull it all out. And I'm accessing, you know, a lot of it all the time, you know, so therefore it's exploding. I could put it all back and stack it up nice and neat like Gary does, but I'm kind of a mess, and you know, I would like to say I'm trying to be a minimalist, but that would be a lie. I'm trying to cut back on the stuff that I carry on the road. I even joined a Facebook group called Minimalist Motorcycle Vagabonds, and there's a bunch of really cool people in there, but I have yet to meet a minimalist in that group. They're all pretty much like me. A lot of them are living on their motorcycle. But I haven't met anybody that's riding around with a backpack. Everybody is riding around just like me, just you know, this hoarding bunch of people with huge packs on their bikes. I mean, some of them have less than I do. One thing I've starting to realize is that you don't need You don't need a week's worth of clothes. you need maybe 3 or 4 days. I think I've heard a couple people say 2 days. That's kind of hard because you're washing clothes all the time, or you smell like a freaking homeless person. So I don't want to do either. So I think I've got 3 or 4 days of clothes. Really, the only pants I have besides shorts are motorcycle pants. These are the liners out of my skid pants, my sliding pants. But I didn't bring any pants. Pants are very bulky. Jeans, things like that, they're very bulky. So I wanna go really light. Yeah, I've got these liners and my my long johns, which I want to talk about later, maybe at the Camp and Cook. But yeah, I think everybody would like to lighten their load, and that's a big thing. Not just the bulk that you're carrying, but the weight. And I think my weight is down below what I carried on the tap, discounting the bike. I think I've got less stuff than I brought on the tap. So I think that my load is going down, but